Hey everybody, I just want to talk to you about the next concept, which is coachable or coachability. We hear this most often in network marketing and the whole MLM niche. Is a person coachable? And so what does that mean, coachable? I think that I would define coachable is to what extent can we get our ego out of the way. And it's a real fine line between ego and understanding, the whole concept of suggestions and gaining a perspective from someone else's point of view. Most often, sometimes we can end up maybe being like a parrot, and we can end up parroting someone else. And we really don't want to be responsible for taking responsibility for making decisions ourselves and understanding, what is it that we bring to the table that might be different than what someone else brings to the table. And so coachable doesn't necessarily mean just becoming a parrot and just doing what we're told. It means listening to someone else's point of view and listening to someone else's opinion and basing your decision on understanding your individual birth gifts and your point of view that might be a little different maybe from the person that's coaching you. And thinking about coming from a perspective of love and not coming from a perspective of fear. Because when we're coming from a perspective of fear, it's really about our ego, it's really about survival. And when we're coming from a perspective of love, we have the opportunity to focus more on contribution. We have an opportunity to focus more on allowing our birth gifts to come into play and vision, and not being judgmental of ourselves, and just allowing our natural energy to flow into whatever it is we're doing. And sometimes it can be very difficult to have confidence in that. And so coachability is a very fine line between balancing love and balancing fear, as in love and balancing ego, and not being open to just allowing your intuitive nature to come into whatever you're doing in the moment, which is that delicate balancing act in terms of coachability. So I just want to talk about the concept of being coachable. I just want to talk about the concept of really taking responsibility to get in touch with our voice and to really own our voice, which is not the concept of not being coachable. It's more about taking responsibility. And so I just want to leave you on that note relevant to coachability, and it really is about taking responsibility.